Yo, 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 we are live. What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Fresh and Fit podcast. It's your boy Myron Gaines right here with.
Your boy Fresh Prince CEO. We're live.
We got a good one for you guys today, man. This is gonna be a very informative one, man, for you guys. And we basically, guys, the topic for today is 5 tips to improve your online dating. And it's not going to be the conventional ones that everybody else has been teaching you guys. Obviously, as you guys know, if you're not familiar with the channel, I run a fitness and, game type channel where I teach guys how to deal with women, how to get in shape, how to be aesthetic. Prince right here has a channel where he does pranks, and he also teaches guys how to maximize their social media influence with YouTube coaching and Instagram and stuff like that. We're pretty much neighbors, guys. We live in the same neighborhood in Miami and Brickell. He lives right down the street from me, and we linked up, and we just been like, vibing, and we're doing this stuff for you guys. Because the thing is this, guys, we're in the game. We're in like one of the hardest cities in the United States to deal with women, man. And we're gonna share our W's with you guys. We're definitely gonna share our L's too.
We're in the streets right now.
Yesterday, actually.
We're in the streets right now. Shout out to Solo for linking us up, though. Solo TV 84.
Shout out to Solo TV 84, man. Everybody go subscribe to him, man.
Yep.
That's a good content creator right there, man. So, before we get into the topic at hand, Prince, tell him what's new with you, man. What's going on with you?
Pretty much, man. I've been I always do, put DHV posts on my Instagram. I've been just working out a lot more, networking a lot more, and bro, honestly, I've seen a lot of improvements, and also as well, I got a new sponsor for my next video, so I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And as you guys can see, we're improving the content quality. You know what I'm saying? We got Prince with the DSLR camera now. We're bringing some some heat right now with the better content quality. So make sure to like, comment, support the channel. Doesn't hurt to hit the ding.
Don't forget. Yesterday we went on a double date. We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, we'll give you guys a breakdown. We did a double date yesterday, and we'll break it down for you guys because, like I said, me and Prince are really out here, baby. So, cool, man. So we'll get right into the topic, guys. I'm going to open up the phone lines at the end, and we're going to have an open Q&A. Thank you guys for everyone that's in here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the content, and let's get into it. So this isn't even going to be tip number 1. This is going to be, because this is so basic, but so many guys mess this up. I didn't want to put it on the list because I don't even think it's worthy. And every other YouTuber says this, but me and Prince are going to touch on it real quick just because it's needed. Guys, you got to get professional photos. You know what I'm saying? It is so important that I'm not even going to put it as one of the 5. That's the foundation of your profile, because you guys got to understand. So here's the thing. Online dating, and I've done a bunch of research on this. As you guys know, I'm real big with the studies and everything like that, the empirical evidence with the fitness. The reality is this: 80% of online dating users are men. Okay, so the fact that only about 20% of the users are women, guess what happens? We have a skewed marketplace like we have right now, where women that aren't necessarily as attractive have higher standards. So basically, girls that are 6s and 7s, maybe in the way they look, they're basically trying to deal with guys that are 8s, 9s, and 10s. Why? Because there's so much options for them where they can afford to be picky. So the long story short, guys, is the only way that you're going to be able to compete and stand out among the crowd is you got to have professional pictures, man. You just got to do it. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for some L's, man. So go ahead, Prince. I know you probably want to add on that.
Yeah, I got to add on that for sure. Guys, literally, if you don't have good pictures, just forget it. We're in a day and age now. We're in a social age, a very digital age. And think about it. Girls have a lot of good pictures to get you to look at a profile. What do you have? A selfie in the bathroom, a selfie in your dirty room. Not cool. You need to have good quality pictures. And guess what? You don't need a photographer. I mean, I would recommend a photographer, but you can use your iPhone. I have my iPhone right here. Just a good iPhone with a good camera.
Good lighting. Good lighting, man.
And you're good to go.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, man. You guys got to understand. If you don't got good pictures, you're going to get
denied.
And the thing is that, girls are already, and this is why I always say you need to have good pictures that put yourself in a good light. This is the framework I want you guys to be in when you're taking your pictures. Can the girl envision herself next to you as you're taking that picture? If the answer is yes, it's more than likely a good picture. And it needs to convey some kind of high value that you're doing things that you're that you're like a guy that's like out there doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be let's talk about some don'ts real quick with pictures. No mirror selfies, right? I always tell guys, don't put shirtless pictures of yourself unless you have like visible abs. You know what I mean? And even if you do, it's got to be like, it can't be deliberately taken. And what I mean by that is like, it should be like you on a beach or you participating in some kind of activity. Like you don't want to be, you don't want to end up being stupid, right? And taking like a bunch of dumb pics, just like mirror selfies, whatever. Like, look at my body. Oh no, it's like, nah, man, because like that's gonna basically turn a girl off because she's gonna kind of look at you like you're trying too hard. So those are some. What do you think, Prince?
And real quick, shout out to Offi Kingdom for the $5 super chat. That's my brother. Go follow him. He's a big supporter. I learned a lot from him.
Offi Kingdom, bro. Thank you for the support, man. Yo, go sub to Offi Kingdom, guys. He puts out fire content, man. He's like a veteran player, bro. Like he's really out here too, man. Me and him did a podcast on how to run game in the Bay and also some international game. And like, yo, he dropped a lot of gems on there. So make sure you guys go check that video out.
And then
this one, of course.
Also as well. So another example, right? Like, guys, I don't think you understand the power of using good quality pictures, because if you did, you wouldn't even want to take bad ones. Let me explain. So you go on Tinder, you go on any dating app, you see a girl, right? What is she using? Filters, right? Why is that? Because it makes her pictures look better. I know we're men, we don't want to, touch up our pictures, make them look like super exposed, but I'm telling you, I use filters all the time, and it makes the picture look way better. So don't be afraid to use filters. Don't be afraid to use tools. Use it because it's there for you to use, and trust me, it works. So, and
girls are professional photographers, bro. I can't tell you how many times I'll talk to a chick on the internet, and then I'll meet her in person. I'll be like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, what the? Because like all these girls, bro, they're like pros with like Facetune and like FaceApp and all this other stuff. So you got to give yourself an edge too, man. So if you need to use filters, you need to take it in certain angles, whatever it may be. That's fine, as long as you're not like editing it to the point where if she meets you in person, she's like, nah, bro, what's going on here? So, you want to put yourself in the best light without being misleading. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be dumb and like put yourself as someone that you're really not, because that's going to cause you issues. You know what I'm saying? Then she's going to end up when she goes on don't put on your profile, I'm 6'3" and you're really like 5'5". She's going to show up on a date and be like, oh, hell no. And then she's going to not want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Because then if you lied about that, what else are you lying about? You know what I'm saying? Like congruency is really important when dealing with women, man. I always say when the flags in her head are red, you ain't getting head, bro. So you got to make sure that you don't have any type of behaviors that are going to make her radars go off and feel like, yo, is this guy a serial killer? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want this.
Run.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want those alarms going off in her head. So the picture's got to be you guys. You know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to add to that, Prince, before we get into the first one?
Now let's hop into the topic, bro, and get these knocked out.
Okay, let me hit these super chats real quick. Yo, Anthony Vasquez with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the support. And then we got Christian Matico, a small contribution to the boys. Good stuff, guys. Thank you, bro. Thank you,
man. Appreciate that.
For the guys that just tuned in, because I see we're jumping up in viewers. So, guys, we're going to cover 5 topics. The first thing that I don't even consider a topic is taking good pictures. That's a non-negotiable. We're not even going to mention that as one of the 5.
Right.
You need professional photos that put yourself in an attractive light. And the litmus test is this. If the woman can look at the pictures and see herself next to you, whether you're in a cool location at Turks and Caicos Islands or you're in the city walking around with a nice backdrop, like she needs to be able to envision herself next to you. That is the metric for a good picture.
It could be a pool, it could be a jacuzzi, it could be a hotel, it could be you by a beautiful lake, whatever it might be. Make sure it's good lighting and you're looking using a good camera. So
cool. So number 1, guys, use multiple apps. Okay. Now, what you guys got to understand is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got to give a little quick round of applause for that one.
Yep.
What you guys got to understand is that this is a numbers game. Dealing with women in general is a numbers game, guys. Like girls, like we talk about all the time on this show, women are going to curve you. Women are going to reject you. You're going to get left on scene, whatever it may be. And the thing is, guys, you got to understand that like a lot of the times when girls, deny, it's not really your fault, bro. Like maybe there's something else going on in her life. There's a guy that's like taking a lot of like mental firmware in her head. She can't really see herself dealing with you right now. Like, and then she'll come around a few months later. We've talked about on this podcast where like chicks have flaked, right? And then come back and hit us up later and we're able to close the deal. So it really depends on where she's going through. Go ahead, Prince.
Also, don't forget, guys, I'm sorry to say this, but if you didn't know, majority of the time when you go talk to a girl, you're like number 3 or 4th in line. She
Fact.
has 2 to 3 dudes she's talking to. So you come in for the picture for the first time, you're not gonna be number 1. So don't even try to be that number 1. Try to like be cool, calm, and go with the flow, and then you become number 1 over time, but not right away.
Yeah, bro. Like you just can't you can't internalize the rejection because a lot of the time it's against you. Now, with that said, this is to set up the stage for why you got to run multiple apps. The reason why you got to run multiple apps is that you're gonna deal. You need to basically be out. Think of it as being at multiple nightclubs at once. You know what I'm saying? Like you're basically extending your reach to women that you otherwise probably would have never been able to meet. Because here's the thing: there's a bunch of girls that will never be caught on Tinder, but they'll jump on Bumble. You know what I'm saying? So, because like Tinder has like, if you talk to any chick, Tinder has this negative connotation that it's only a hookup app, which in reality is not. Like you can definitely meet some some good chicks on Tinder, but a lot of women have that connotation. And me and Prince talk about this all the time, bro. The way you meet the woman is very important than meeting her. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's like sometimes you might be better off. Like let's say you see a bad chick, right? But you know you're gonna run into her because you guys have different social circles. And let's say you see her at the mall, and you're like, yo, I see that girl all over the place, right? But you're dressed bummy, you don't look that good, but you know you're probably gonna run into her at like a friend's party, right? It would be better for you to wait. And I hate saying this because I know some of you guys are gonna use this as an excuse to not approach. But the point I'm trying to make is that it'll be better to meet her through a friend, right? Where he makes a high value introduction for you. And then the way you meet her is going to be better because make no mistake about it, guys. The way you meet a woman needs to be memorable. Otherwise, she's going to forget about you. And like the chances of her flaking or acting weird or whatever it may be, it goes up. So when you meet a woman in a certain kind of way, it's going to help you with, standing out and being like someone that she doesn't want to flake on. So how you meet is more important. Go ahead.
Also, as well, you should be using multiple apps because think about this, right? Each app has a certain perspective of how the girl thinks of you. So, for example, Tinder, that could be any dude she wants to meet and probably get a fling with, one night stand, or even well, not really relationships, but you get it, one night stands. So that's kind of like your perception of you on the app. Bumble, the girls have all the power, so you're kind of like below, waiting for them to approve you to even talk to them, basically. And then you got like Chispa. You got a Hinge. So depending on what app you use is going to determine how she looks at you. Now, also as well, there's one that we use as well. I don't know if you want to say it, but
Seeking is one as well, but that's a whole other. That's like a little bit more advanced. And let's go through the apps real quick for the viewers in here, like which ones that they should use or whatever. So, like these are the ones you guys got to be using. All right, you got to be using Tinder. You got to be using Bumble. You got to be using Hinge. You got to be using. If you live in a Latin-based city, like we live in Miami, so Chispa is good here. You know what I'm saying? Which is a Spanish joint. Which it's more like for Latinos. I don't like Plenty of Fish, but I've heard some people use it with some success. And then you got OkCupid as well. But the point is that you just need to have multiple fishing rods in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is definitely a numbers game.
I got a homeboy.
Go ahead.
Cleans up on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah,
he's probably listening to this right now, and they'll be some of the lowest of the low, but he does it, man. I don't know. How he does it.
You could definitely clean up on these apps, and then you got Seeking Arrangement, which is like a sugar daddy site. But like that's a whole other. We'll probably have to do a video on that, just a podcast on that alone, because that's a whole different type of game. And like if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna you could be cruising for a bruise and going on there and not knowing what you're doing, bro. You could take a serious L.
That should be for high value men that know what they're doing and they're red pill.
Yeah. Yes. You got to be aware. You know what I'm saying? You got to be RP aware because like you're going to see a side of the H word. We're keeping it clean here. It ends with Amy. You're going to see a side of that might shock, scare, or even offend you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be like really calloused with it because it's very.
That side of nature, you can't go back. So be careful.
Yeah, facts, bro. Like you guys think you get mad when you get a fake phone number?
Psych! That's the wrong number.
You guys really gonna get mad when you get on there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so you got to get on all the apps and use a bunch of them. And those are some that we named right there that you guys. And do we miss any of them right there?
Yes.
Bro?
Facebook dating. Shout out to Christian Matico for bringing that up. Facebook dating. I just found out about it like maybe a month ago. Facebook actually has a dating app installed into it. So you have a Facebook account, you automatically get approved for the dating side of it, and it's pretty good, man. It's a lot of like you said, single moms on there too, but at least it's an extra thing you can use to get more exposure. Because guys, very important, nobody knows who you are, right? Most girls don't know who you are. You inside your house all the time. You don't go out much. How are you going to meet girls? Guess what? If you're going to do online for your main sourcing, you need to be on multiple apps because you get multiple exposure. And by default, she might be on Tinder, but she saw you on Bumble, vice versa. So just make sure you're on using all as much as possible.
Yo, and let's touch on that real quick, bro. So here's the thing also, guys, like, so and I'm sure this happened to you too, Prince. If a girl sees you on multiple dating apps, she'll be more prone to match with you. You know what I mean? She'll like say, "Oh, I saw you here," or whatever, because like we always talk about, girls have zero game, so they need some kind of excuse sometimes to open you up. So like if she sees you on Tinder, but then she sees you on Bumble, well, when she messages you, she's probably gonna say, "Ha, I've seen you before." Or let's say you match with her, right? And she gave you some bullshit and you unmatched her, because I've done that before too. Oh, sorry, I got to keep the swearing down. Or she gives you some BS, right? And like you unmatch with her, or like it didn't work out well. If she sees you, if you, let's say you delete the app and then put it back on, she'll match with you again and be like, ha, let's try this again. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm dealing with that right now with a chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm kind of like clowning her for before, because obviously, like, you know, you don't just take a girl back and say it's okay. Like, you got to like kind of hold her to some standard. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, let's you know what I'm saying? What'd you do last time? Oh, okay. And then you got to clown her for it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, that's how because you let her know that there's consequences to her bad behavior.
Yes.
But it helps you being on multiple apps, because just like we said, guys, some girls that are on Hinge would never be caught dead on Tinder. It's below them. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other girls that you will only see on Seeking that will never use any other dating app. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why you got to be on different fronts, and you're basically like doing a full court press on online dating, using multiple different apps. Okay.
All right. So we covered
number one.
Detail.
So number two, you want to introduce this one, Prince?
So number two on the list is going to be get her off the app as soon as possible, guys. Don't delay this. Yeah. This is going to be key in getting that date and getting that one-to-one connection. Because if you're talking on an app all day, she's doing that with plenty of dudes. But how you're going to get in front of them is by getting her off the app, getting her maybe to your Instagram, then to your phone, and to FaceTime. So you got to get that rotation and that connection all the way through. Yeah.
So the thing you guys got to understand, and I'm sure if you guys are watching content like this, you guys already know a bunch of these dudes are chasing these chicks around. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, baby, come here. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, the thing is that, okay, so when you deal with chicks, guys, it's a compliance ladder, basically, is what it is. Okay. You're the leader and you're putting her through steps, right? To work it all the way from, you know, talking to date to intimacy, right? So in order for that to happen, obviously she's got to comply with your program. And one of the quickest ways to get rid of a time waster, because let's make no doubt about it, especially here in Miami, and we'll talk about this a little bit too. Girls go on dating apps a lot of the time for just validation. Like they just love getting attention, and they love getting matches with guys and just talking to them and just having like, because you guys got to understand, like, women, they base their value a lot of the time on the caliber of men that they can attract and the volume of men that they can attract. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls are totally content with sitting there and talking to you and just getting free attention. So one way to quickly kick those girls out of your potential pool, you know what I mean, like your funnel, is to tell her, hey, what's your number? Quickly, you know what I mean? And if she tells you some BS like, oh, I need to talk to you on the app more, wrong. If she tells you, oh, I don't normally give my number out, wrong. If she tells you some BS like, oh, I need to get more comfortable with you, like blah, blah, blah. Because here's the reality, bro. If you were Future or Drake, would she make them do that dumb stuff? No, she wouldn't.
No, sir.
She would give her social security number to those guys, bro. So like, you know, you over here asking for a phone number in 2020 when everybody knows that phone numbers don't mean anything anymore. Like, a girl can block you on iMessage now. Like, if you give someone's your number, it's not a big deal. And it's like, girls don't need to give you a fake number anymore.
Psych. That's the wrong number.
So I'm gonna give the viewers for being attentive and being in the live stream today. One of the tips from the course. This is a small tip. This is gonna be like a small little like piece of the course is coming from us. Just so you guys know, me and Marin are gonna do a course on Instagram, how to maximize that to get more dates, more hot girls, and also get better maybe clients or, you know, people to watch your stuff. So that's coming up soon. Stay tuned for it. But yeah, quick tip when it comes to getting girls off the app. So what I do, right, is that I have a pretty good Instagram setup and I have a pretty good like setup for all my social media. So what I'll do is I'll say, hey, you know, how are you? You know, you're mad cute, by the way. And it's kind of like, okay, after that, it's gonna die down. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, real quick, are you on Instagram? Because I'm hardly on here. Boom. I mean, like, I would say like 7 or 10 times I get Instagram, and then when she sees my Instagram, it's like, whoa, you have a lot of followers. What do you do? And it's a wrap from there. So, quick tidbit: just go ahead and make sure you try to get her as soon as possible. And if you have like a good Instagram or a good like another social media, get her on that, and then use stories and use other things to kind of like expand on who you are, so she can see you as a high value person.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little tip right there that we're gonna, we'll teach you guys how to funnel them correctly to your Instagram in a way that's high value. But here, Chris, with Chris, one of our guys here in Miami, we know him in person. He said, had a girl tell me last night on Chispas she'll see me in 2 weeks after a trip. Long story short, she sent me nudes that night. Don't fall for the BS. And that's facts, bro. It's a compliance test. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do you really like me? Or you're just trying to seek attention. Like, here's the thing, man. A lot of girls are going to think that you're
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't fall for that. You know what I'm saying? She'll be thinking like, oh, this guy doesn't know, or I'm just going to sell this purity. And the thing is, guys, these girls, if you let them, they'll try to sell themselves as sugar and spice, everything nice, purity. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, bro, get out of here. You know, we're not
Stupid.
You know, we know that you get down. We know that you give your phone number out. So like, don't let her. If she doesn't comply, it's goodbye. You got to be willing to kick her to the curb right away.
And real quick, guys,
what?
So this is very important too. You gotta know when to stop, right? So, for example, if she's not giving you any information, and she's just like giving you like, oh, I'll let you know, or like, oh, I need to get comfortable with you on the app. Just drop it. Move on to the next one, bro. And then maybe she might hit you up later on, but don't stall on that one chick trying to get her to do it again. Just be like, yo, okay, cool. And then move on.
Yeah, with the shout out to the super chat real quick. Myron, what's your go-to script on Tinder? You say, hey, she replies, hey, where do you go from there personally? All right, we'll answer that at the end of the Q&A, brother.
Yep.
We're going to do a Q&A at the end.
Shout out to Robert.
But thank you for this for the $6.99 Canadian super chat, bro. Appreciate it for the support. But don't worry, we will definitely answer the questions at the end. But yeah, guys, that's why you want to get her off the app quickly, because what that does is it helps you discern time wasters from chicks that actually want to deal with you. If a girl actually finds you genuinely attractive and wants to deal with you, she's not going to give you no BS like, oh, I don't, let's talk on here more or anything like that. Nah, bro, like, get out of here. We're not
stupid.
Like, comply or goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to sit there and waste time giving her free attention and then you invest. Because here's the thing you guys got to understand. The more you invest in a girl, the more you're going to start conducting behaviors that are not attractive, conducive to you winning. And what I mean by that is you need to keep your investment low with these girls, man, because when you start to invest too much time, you're going to start to care too much. And when you start to care too much, she's going to feel that. And then she's going to start having the power. So you need to act as if you're indifferent to her BS and quickly move on, because that's the only way that you're going to put value on your attention, is if you make it scarce, man. So the way to do that is you always reward positive behavior and you negatively reinforce bad behavior. So she gives you her number, cool. Then you text her, you start the conversation. If she doesn't, kick her to the curb because she's not complying. And the thing is that women have to invest for them to take the relationship seriously. When you invest too much off rip, she's going to lose respect for you and assume that you're low value, because the high value guys, yo, you think about it. You think Drake is over here in Future, like crazy investing in these chicks? No, these girls invest in them first because they're high value to the point where you got to work for my affection. You guys got to treat yourself the same way as if a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to hold yourself to that same standard with women. Prince,
also, I have a lot of like athlete friends, like basketball players, football players. And the funny thing is, like, those guys don't give these girls any attention, and they get all the attention. Now, obviously, they're stars, but just think like an athlete, think like a rapper, think like someone that's like high value, and say, hey, if I did this, would this make me look simpish, or would this make me look good in her eyes? Probably not. So I shouldn't do it. That's what I think about it. So
yeah, bro, always be willing to walk away, and don't, like, you got to make the interaction. Because let me tell you guys something. Men have an abundance mindset, but it's got to be earned. Women have an abundance mindset off rip. So you have to basically act the same way they do. The difference is that men are kind of shamed for dating multiple girls at once, and women are kind of like, they do it, but they just don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, any chick that's attractive, guys, is talking to like easily 10 dudes, banging probably like 2 of them. You know what I mean? And then she's gonna sit there and tell you like, oh, I'm celibate. You know what I'm saying?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie.
Like, bro, don't let them sell you this BS. Like, no girl is ever single. She's always dealing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna try to sell you that purity, and it's like, nah, bro, we ain't
stupid.
Anyway. Don DeMarco.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so that's good for number 2. You ready to go up to number 3?
All right, so number 3 is going to be how to set up phone calls. So this is going to lead into what I was saying earlier about getting her off the app, maybe to Instagram, then maybe phone number, then FaceTime.
We're building on it, guys.
Yeah, you're building a funnel. So I play this as a business. I play to dating as well. I have a funnel I go through basically, and if they pass all the tests, then we go on a date. So my first step is to hit them up, see how they're doing. What's up? Hey, I'm hardly on here. Let's talk on Instagram. Great. She sees my pictures. She sees my stories. Okay, cool. He's a cool dude. He's not a creep. Awesome. Talk a little bit more. Hey, you know what? At this point, you seem really cool. Here's my number. Okay, cool. Text me. You know what? FaceTime. Boom. And between that FaceTime is 10 to 15 minutes, no more. We talk and set up a date, and we're done. So that was all interaction of maybe 20, 30 minutes, the most, and we're done. And I'm back to working on my business. I'm back to working on my goals. I'm not focused on texting her all day and wasting my whole day when she might even flake after that. So don't even invest all that time into that situation.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too a little bit on like the investment stuff a little. We're gonna touch on that a little bit more at the end. But yeah, man, like you guys got to understand that when you do a phone call, number one, it's unorthodox. Most guys are terrified to like call a chick. You know what I'm saying? So for you, when you do it, you're basically doing something out of the norm. Number two, when you talk to a chick on the phone, like I would say a 15 to 20 minute phone call is the equivalent of like texting for 2 days as far as like building rapport. So what you're doing is you're basically quickly, right? Like building rapport to get to reduce the flake rate. Cause make no mistake about it, bro. In 2020, this flake rate is astronomical. Like we did a whole episode last week about why girls flake, and we broke it down in detail. Why women really flake and all that other stuff. And yeah, obviously there's some unflattering realities in there about the sexual marketplace, but we're gonna tell you guys the truth. And the thing is, man, no matter how high value you are, there's always someone that's a little bit more high value, or a guy that has she has more investment in, so she's gonna flake on you for him. So knowing that the flake rate is so high, phone calls are gonna help you kind of minimize it. Now, I'm not saying if you talk to her on the phone, it's going to drastically drop it and make it 0%, because no one can, destroy the flake rate. It's just,
guys, we get flaked on.
We get flaked on all the time. So it's like, it's just the reality of the marketplace, especially when you live in like a city like Miami, New York City, LA, whatever, and you're competing against celebrities, athletes, millionaires, whatever it may be. Cause like every Playboy is here, you know what I'm saying? Or in LA or whatever.
Yep.
So you just got to understand that flaking is just a part of the game, especially when you're dealing with the most attractive girls, because they have the most options. So knowing that, you want to kind of mitigate that high probability of flake rate by doing phone calls. And then on top of that, it also limits the amount of time that you invest, because make no mistake about it, bro. You don't want to be sitting around texting these girls all day. Like, and they'll sit there and do it with you if you let them. So you got to let her know off rip, like, nah, that's not how we roll. And you do a 10 to 15 minute phone call. Make her qualify to you on the phone. That's another big thing. Like you can't like go on the phone with her and like, start kissing her cheeks like, oh, you seem so cool. Nah, man, you got to make her qualify to you. And that's the thing. Like a lot of guys make the mistake where they're qualifying to the girl. They're running what I call, I hope she likes me game. Let me try to impress this chick. Yeah. And that right there is low value, because if you're high value, she should be trying to qualify to you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I talk about this in my book, Unplugging from the fitness matrix, the matrix of fitness and game, the free ebook, man. Make sure you guys definitely download it, get a copy of it. It's in the description,
guys. It's really good book.
But yeah, Prince, you want to add anything else to that with the phone calls, man?
Yeah, man. I just want you guys to picture this, right? Imagine you have work to do, right? You have stuff to do for your day, whatever, right? You're very busy. You might have kids. You might have work, a job, your own business. And you spent the whole day texting this girl, right? The whole day. That's from like 9 in the morning till 12 at night. You set up a date, right? Let's say you talk to her on Monday. The day is Wednesday. So you spent the whole day texting her, right? That's all your whole day. You could have been productive doing other stuff. And then Wednesday comes along and she doesn't show up.
Yep.
So very important, guys. Make sure that you're not spending the whole day doing that. Set up a portion of time, and that's it.
And another big reason why we're telling you guys don't invest too much is because I know how men think. Like here's the reality. Like if you text her all day, right? And then you expect her to meet you on a date and she flakes, what are you going to do? You're going to start chasing after this chick like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. I'm gonna give you guys a reality. Men are taught right from a young age, the more you invest, the harder you work at something, the greater the return on investment, right? You invest and then you're going to get a return back on that investment, right? However, guys, you got to understand dealing with women, it does not adhere to that basic principle that you're taught as a man. You understand? Like when you invest more in girls, a lot of the time you end up taking an L, and then you're going to start to exhibit behaviors that are low value because you've invested, and now you start chasing her. And when you chase her, she has the leverage, and then she's going to put you in the same category as all the other simps, giving her free attention. So the only way you're really going to be able to put respect on your attention is by limiting it and making her earn it. And that works by not investing a lot. So you guys need to throw away those morals that you were taught as a child, as a boy, and work hard and invest when it comes to dealing with women. They need to invest first, because at the end of the day, they're the ones with the options. And the only way that you're going to be able to discern she really likes you is for her to invest. Because make no mistake about it, guys, women will invest in you if they like you. And that's how you're going to know. And they're not used to it. So they know that I'm only going to invest in guys that are worth it. That's how you got to do it, man. The girls got to invest. In 2020, bro, the days of relationship equity, all that stuff, done, man. Like you guys, like dating in the modern day world, she's got to invest first, so you know that you're not wasting your time.
And then lastly, so you guys know like the other side of it. So imagine you're chasing after her, right? She's with a dude like in person. She'll be like, "Hey, look at this guy thirsting after me. Oh, what a lame." Guys, that's how you look to the dude, the high value alpha dude. Like me, that's literally me looking at you like, bro, this is why she's with me right now, not you. So
Bro,
don't chase.
That is facts, bro. Some girls will sit there and like give you a little bit just so they know that you're gonna chase, right? And then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to their friends and they're gonna be like, "Yo, check, look at this stuff. Look at this guy."
Stupid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna clown you looking at your text messages, like, "Look at this guy. He's having a whole conversation by himself," and they'll make a video on you, or they'll like clown you or whatever, man. You don't want to set yourself up, man. If she doesn't respond or she's not complying, you know what I'm saying? Just be cool with ending the game and walking away. You know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of other girls out there, man. No chick is worth losing your dignity for, bro. And we'll talk about that a little bit.
Real quick, Robert wants to Don DeMarco. I think he's been asking for it for a while. Don DeMarco.
Got you, bro. We got you. Okay, so we're gonna move over to number 4, which segues perfectly. So for the guys that are just joining, thank you. We got 114 live viewers right now, guys. Get them likes up, please.
Thank you, guys.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to Prince's channels, CEO Lifestyle, and Fresh Prince CEO. Both of his channels. One is a prank channel. The other one, he teaches you how to build your online social media influence. Great tips. He's taught me a bunch myself. So with that said, just to give you guys a quick recap before we go into point 4. The first one, we didn't even count this, but number 1, get professional pictures, guys. If your profile sucks, she ain't even gonna read your bio, none of that. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, get her off the app quickly. You need to do this to basically start the compliance ladder, and then as well also make sure that she's not just an attention whore. And here's the other thing too, I forgot to mention this. So like in Miami, especially, girls will get on Tinder, girls will get on Bumble, and what they'll do is they'll advertise their Instagram or their OnlyFans or whatever. Like that's why you got to get girls off the app quick, because a lot of girls use the app just to get some clout. You know what I'm saying? So the way you'll be able to tell if she really likes you is that she'll get off the app quick. So that's another thing I forgot to mention. And then number 3, set up a phone call, 10 to 15 minutes. More importantly, on the phone call, guys, you need to make her qualify to you. One example of this is ask her, what are your hobbies? And I love asking girls this, bro, because it throws so many chicks off. Because what's going to happen is most girls, let's keep it real, like especially the pretty ones, they don't really have like hobbies like that. Like they'll tell you some stuff like, "Oh, I like to go to the beach," or "I like to, go shopping," or whatever. Those aren't hobbies. So what you can do is you can kind of clown her for that, and you need to knock her off that pedestal. Like let her know, like, ah ha ha, you know what I'm saying? And like you can kind of clown her for not having any real hobbies. And what that's going to do is it's going to make you come off as higher value, because you're going to be one of the first guys to like kind of like let her know, like, "Yo, you're kind of lame." You know what I'm saying? Because most girls aren't used to hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to set up your phone calls. So number 4, Prince, you want to go into it?
Yeah, so phone calls, guys. I know some of you are kind of scared to get on the phone call, and I get it. It's kind of intimidating. But imagine you don't get a phone call with her, and you don't see her in person, and then you get on a date, or you don't hear her voice, whatever, and you're gonna date, and like it's like you're not even like the least bit like interested in person. So for me, I use it as a qualifier. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna FaceTime you because I want to see you first of all, and then I want to see how you are.
Show up and she looks like freaking, like a gargoyle.
Oh hell
Because yeah, guys, look, I've never really been catfished. I mean, I've been like disappointed, but I haven't really been catfished like that because I've seen a person face to face. So one, that doesn't happen to me, and then two, I can talk to her for like 10, 15 minutes to figure out, okay, you know what? Do I really want to see this girl, or do I want to focus on my business? And then I can decide from there what I want to do. And same for you guys. Try to see if you can get that phone call. I know you might be a little bit scared, but just do it, guys, and get over it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And then before you know it, you're going to be a pro at it. So phone call, 10, 15 minutes, get to know her a little bit. Invite her on a date, close the call. That's all you need to do.
And important, make her qualified to you on the phone. So number 4, set up dates ASAP. I'll let you touch on this one first. Prince.
One of my favorites.
Important to this.
Okay, so guys, I love dates, right? Just because like I get to meet someone new, I get to interact with the person, or maybe someone I'm seeing like, for a long period of time. And, just go to a new spot, go to a new restaurant, whatever. Cool. Right. So for me, like if I'm talking to someone for the first time on a dating app or on Instagram, where I'm talking to them at, I want to make sure that I can give her a good time. And that means like, okay, what does she like to do for fun? So I'll say, hey, let's set a date up, but what do you like to do for fun? Okay, cool. I like to go, to eat seafood. I like to go, I don't know, skating, whatever, right? And then figure out what do you like out of those options. So for example, let's say like she likes to go eat. Okay, I like to go eat too. So come along with me for the experience. So it's kind of like you're setting up yourself to take her where you're going that she might like as well. So it's kind of a give and take, right? So if you're on a dating app, if you're on Instagram, all you're gonna do is you're gonna talk to her like normal, get her on the phone, and you're gonna say, hey, when are you free so we can get together, right? You're not gonna say, oh, I'm free Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let me know which one is best for you. No, you say, when are you free? And if she likes you and she's interested, she's gonna tell you, hey, I'm free on Saturday at this time. Okay, perfect. You might be free too. I'll come pick you up at 8 or Uber to me at 8, and we'll go from there. Don't be dilly-dallying like, oh, I might be free. Nah, let her tell you the day, and then if you can, make it work. Don't be back and forth all that schmuck, right? So that keep it very simple, keep it to the point, get that day, and then stick to it, and then you're good to go pretty much from there.
Yeah. So like, and here again, like as you guys can tell on this list, we have it basically where you're, it's building upon each other. So the compliance ladder number 1, get her off the app, right? Then start communicating with her, then get her on a phone call. On the phone call, guys, is when you set up the date at the end of the phone call. It's just like a sales call. Dealing with chicks is sales, guys. So what you're going to do is when she's talking to you on the phone and you like her, you've established that she's not a gargoyle or she's not going to catfish you or anything like that. And she, and she's actually who she says she is. Then you can set up the date right there and then when the buying temperature is hot. And you always want to set up the date quickly, guys. You can't, because here's the thing. Here's the reality. If you meet a hot chick on Monday, right, and you set up a date for, let's say, Friday, in between the time she met you on Monday, she could meet another high value guy, right? Because all these chicks have a bunch of, options. She can, she'll basically curve you or she'll flake on you to go hang out with him. Because let's say you said, let's go get drinks. Well, this other dork said, hey, let's go on a boat.
Yacht party.
Let's go on a yacht party. What do you think she's going to pick, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're just going to end up taking the L. So that's why you got to set up the dates quickly when it's hot, when the lead is hot, so that you can close. You know what I'm saying? Because these women get so much attention that the chances of you the longer you wait in between the date, the greater your chances of getting flaked on, man. So shout out to Chris Von Erich, by the way, with the $5 super chat. Myron is the man. Love seeing you producing great content. Yo, thank you, brother. I know you're going to go live and you're going to talk about Tommy Lahren. So guys, make sure you tune into Chris Von Erich later tonight. I think at 9 he's going to go talk about Tommy Lahren. That chick is freaking, that's an example right there of a disgruntled woman that rode the CC, if you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now she's starting to realize her options are going down.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, this guy's name is Rashid Kamis in the chat. Just follow me. So I just follow you back, bros. Love. So thank you for being a part of the podcast.
Thank you for the support, gentlemen. Thank you for the support. So yeah, so you guys got to set up the dates quickly, man, because you basically decrease the flake rates, you gauge her interest level, and then more importantly, the most important reason, a girl that is just seeking attention is not going to meet up with you on a date. Say that again. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Rewind.
In the back.
A girl is not going to meet up with you on a date if she's solely looking for attention, guys.
Yep.
So So one of the best ways to actually test her, you know what I'm saying, is get her on the date.
Get over here.
And if she does, then you know that she actually likes you, and then you're dealing with a chick that isn't just attention seeking. Like the biggest difference between a girl that likes you and attention more, the attention seeking chick will never meet up with you one-on-one on a date. She never will. So that's how you basically test her to gauge her compliance level, her attraction for you, and discern whether she likes you or she's just seeking attention. Because make no mistake about it, guys, we talk about this all the time on the podcast. Women's, like, how we value sex is how they value attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their currency. That's what they want. Shout out to Roger Allen Curry. We talked about this yesterday. No free attention, guys. No free attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have him on the show on the 31st. Go ahead, Prince.
Also, don't forget as well, right? Like, in this moment, right? You guys are trying to get her to go on a date, but you need to get her interest. And guess what? If she's very interested in you, she's gonna make it super easy, like super easy. You wouldn't even believe how easy it's gonna be. So I personally don't date low interest girls because, like, to me, it's a waste of time. And then two, it's kind of like, okay, I got a bunch of high interest chicks over here that want to see me. I'm gonna go with them instead because one is less work, and then two, she actually likes you. So don't focus on low interest girls. It's just gonna be flaky, like, oh, I'll let you know if we can go on a date.
Yeah.
Nah, keep it moving. I find the one that actually wants to go on a date, set it up, and go from there. And guess what?
Go ahead.
You going out with that chick that actually wants to go on a date with you, she might even see that on your story, whatever. If you post it on your Instagram, that's like another technique there. And then, hey, what are you doing this day? Because I want to see you too. Boom. There you go. So
and here's the thing too, you guys got to understand, when a chick tells you something stupid like, oh, I'll let you know or we'll see, she's basically assuming that you are
Stupid.
and she's going to try to bring you along. What that basically means, let me translate that for you guys, okay?
Yeah.
When she says, I'll let you know or I'll see, that is, shout out to my boy Donovan, womanese for, I have other options that are probably higher value than you. If they don't want to hang out with me, then I'm going to hang out with you.
Say that again, please.
I got to say that one more time to really internalize it to you guys. When a girl tells you, I'll let you know or we'll see, that means I have other guys that I'm talking to right now. If they don't come through, I'm going to chill with you. You're going to be the backup option. So you cannot sit there and tolerate that. You're not
stupid.
That's a slap in the face, honestly, if you think about it, because she's telling you, oh, you know what? You're not good enough for me. Maybe Brad over there is probably going to be better from you. So I'm going to let you know.
Or Tyrone or Pookie and Ray Ray's.
Yeah. So it's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're not, you know what I'm saying? Don't let these girls take advantage of you guys. Like, you know, like if a girl tries to make you an option, you tell her, nah, I'm good, you know, or you say, oh, don't worry about it, you know, and then you let her pursue. Like, you're not going to sit there and let her try to like get free attention from you or whatever, or like try to dangle the carrot again.
Hell no.
Like, you know what I mean? You can't let these girls like try to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? And you guys got to assume this. You can't get too invested because at the end of the day, you need to have this mindset.
She belongs to the streets.
Every single time, unless proven otherwise, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Josh Timsey with the $10, I think that's 10 euros. I first seen you on Donovan's channel and you've always kept it real as AF. Ever since then, I have enjoyed watching you. Keep doing a great job. You're making men great again. Thank you, brother. I mean, me and Prince, that's why we teamed up, bro, because we're here in Miami dealing with the same BS. And we're like, yo, listen, if we're doing what we're doing here in Miami, I think a lot of guys can learn from not just our wins, but we also share our L's with you guys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't talk about their L's. They're just over here telling you, hypergamy, I'm an alpha Chad. Like, oh, you know, no free attention, blah, 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 blah. And they're doing all this stuff, but they're not telling you guys the L's. Because here's the reality. You guys are not going to learn from our W's. You guys are going to learn from our L's.
Yep.
Because then we could break it down and tell you guys what we did wrong. And we have the humility to tell you guys, like, we're human too. We made mistakes. Like yesterday we took an L. We'll share that one for the end of the show for you guys.
Yeah.
But you know, it is.
Shout out to you, Josh. Thank you for that donation. And yeah, guys, very important too. Like, guys, you're never gonna get like every single girl that you want. It doesn't happen that way, because think about it. Like, she might like a white guy, but I'm black. That doesn't mean that I'm not a cool person, but that's her preference. So don't take it personal. A lot of times when we get like rejected or we get like, you know, put down, because guess what? There's some girl out there for you. You just got to be open to her and make yourself available for her to, you know, be receptive, pretty much. So.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Because a lot of the time, you guys will sit there, you'll get, you know,
denied,
and then you'll like get mad, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you guys got to understand that like chicks have preferences too. Like some girls just don't like black guys. Some girls don't like Asian dudes. Some girls don't even like white guys. They only deal, they might, they're strictly, they only like chocolate, if you know what I'm saying, right? They like guys like Prince. So, that's fine. And you can't get mad because like sometimes you're going to take an L no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? So like you just can't internalize it. So we'll go.
Number 5?
Yeah, number 5, bro. Introduce this one. I'm going to get the phone line set up.
Okay, so number 5, this is a very long title. This is Discovery Trumps Disclosure. So basically, this is very, very good because think about it, guys, right? So like I said before, if you're going to be trying to get girls and you're going to be like home during Corona, things are kind of tough to go to a party. Think about it. If no one knows who you are, if no one sees you, how do they even match you? How do they even talk to you, right? And how do you stand out? How do you become a part of like what she wants? How do you become like that guy that's okay? You know what? Instead of picking Brad, I'm gonna pick Johnny because Johnny's cool, right? So that's kind of like the basis of discovery versus disclosure. But go ahead, Myron.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the phone lines fired up, guys. I hope you guys didn't mind the little feedback there. But long story short, guys, you got to understand is like Trevor, you got to let the girl find out things before you tell her. And what I mean by that is number one, you need to keep your community. This is why we tell you no free attention. Keep your communication limited once you get the date. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
You don't want to expose anything.
3, 2.
Because we got the Australian lady counting down. So
Blog Talk Radio.
Yep. So we got the phone lines fired up, guys. I'll put the phone number up right now. But the thing you guys got to understand is that you don't want to, because here's the thing. You can talk yourself out of
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can definitely talk yourself out of the action. If you talk too much, you disclose too much, you might disclose something that's unflattering. You know what I'm saying? And she'll like not want to deal with you. Now, I'll give you guys a perfect example of this right now. Let's take a little walk down memory lane, right?
I got a story too, bro. I got a good story too.
You got a story? Okay, tell your story first.
Okay, so back when I was in my blue pill days, a couple of years ago, those days were not good, man, but I went through it.
Let's take a walk down memory lane.
Yeah, man. So I finally finished work. I had a date lined up. Took her to a restaurant. Told her about myself, where I came from. I'm very ambitious, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, that's so cool. And then, we go for a walk down by these shops. This is like someplace in Florida, Pembroke Pines. And, she's holding my hand. We're talking, whatever. And then I made the grave mistake of talking myself out of the play. What does that mean? I saw myself out of the bedroom, literally. I just ruined it. So I told her, like, yeah, try not cool it. Yeah, man. Like, I'm pretty cool because girls hit me up on Instagram all the time, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I feel like, I can get any girl I want. That was a big turnoff for her because she's like, oh, well, I like to be the only one in a guy's frame, whatever. And she even told me, like, at the end, she's like, look, I'm going to go home, but you kind of ruined it by telling me about all that stuff because I'm not into guys like that. And guys, literally, the less you talk about yourself and you try to get yourself exposed, the better for you. I keep it now very simple. I let the girl talk about herself. I let her tell me the whole story about herself, like where she's from, family, what she likes to do. She does all the talking. I just say, oh, yeah, that's dope. Really? No way. And it works out better that way because one, she's like curious about me. Like she doesn't know a lot about me. And two, she doesn't know talking. So she feels like, okay, you know what? This guy listens. And I do listen all the time. And, from there, it's a lot easier. So be very careful of talking yourself out of the situation because you could literally do that very easily. So be careful.
Yeah, man. You guys don't want to end up, you know what I'm saying, getting game over on yourself. So I'm going to take you guys down memory lane for me as well.
Yeah.
More L's taken. So last week I met this girl off Hinge, right? And I just reactivated my Hinge and we had the date all set up, you know what I mean? And I'll give you guys a quick little pro tip. What I've been doing to confirm dates is I'll actually tell the girl, hey, what's your email? I'm going to put you in my Google Calendar. Yo, we're giving free game right now.
Free game, bro.
Free game right now, bro. And the thing is, because what when you tell her that, you basically tell her, hey, I'm very busy, whatever, and you put in your Google Calendar, which I do use the Google Calendar for my day-to-day, to be honest with you guys. But like it puts you in a different level because like, oh, like this guy's actually going to set aside. It's going to make her take the interaction more seriously. You know what I'm saying? That she knows like, oh, he's put me in his calendar. You know what I'm saying? So basically I had the date all set up. This girl was attracted, whatever, right? So I got greedy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I got greedy. And because at the time I had one of my friends visiting me, one of my good friends, and she was here hanging out. So you know me, I'm like, I'm getting cocky now. I got this chick with me. So I tell this other girl, hey, check out my YouTube. And I give her my YouTube thing. I'm like, go like, comment, subscribe, bro. And bro, oh man. That was a definite mistake, bro. Because I did that. She went and looked, and the top video on my joint is how to get girls, right? And here's the thing: when you're like an open womanizer / player, you know what I'm saying? One or two, you're gonna get one or two reactions, right? Bruh. It's either going to be, she's going to be like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, it's really cool that you're like, you make this kind of content. And then you're going to get other girls.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no, I ain't messing with this guy, bro. Because here's the other thing, too. This girl was older. You know what I'm saying? So she was getting closer to her epiphany phase. She was looking for something a little bit more serious. This girl was
hitting the wall.
Yeah, exactly. She was literally about to hit that wall, like, you know what I'm saying? So, so the thing with her is that when she saw that, she like, here's the thing, because like girls will put you guys in categories. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll look at you and be like, okay, this guy's go with ladies. That means I can't really manipulate him. He knows what he's doing. I don't want to deal with this. Because a lot of girls don't want to like have to be a part of your rotation or like compete with other women. You know what I'm saying? But if she had found that out about me versus me openly telling her to follow my YouTube so I could get another sub and like or comment or whatever, right? So I'm trying to grow my channel. She would have found that out on the date, and it would have been way better than me disclosing it, guys. So that's an example right there, real time, of what happens when you disclose things that you probably shouldn't, especially if it's kind of like unflattering versus if she met you in person and you displayed that thing. I'll give you guys another example. Let's go down memory lane one more time.
Real quick, this is why me and Myron put ourselves on the line for you guys, because think about it. Our content is very like targeted to help you guys win, and some girls take it the wrong way, like, oh, we're like gonna use them. No, we don't do that. But I'm just saying, like, we're doing this for you guys. So we're taking L's for you guys because we're doing content about getting girls. So,
bro, we're crashing every day for you guys, bro.
Yep.
You know,
I've lost like 3 dates so far. I had a girl talk about on the podcast, and she's like, "Oh, I'm done with you, Fresh. I'm done."
Yo. Hold up. Yo, Prince, tell them about the girl that we talked about last week with the flakes and what she said when she saw our broadcast.
No. Okay. No. I don't want to talk about it. We cool right now. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, guys, we put ourselves on the lane for you. So this is a good game for you guys, but we lose at the same time. So don't forget that.
Yeah. We're definitely, we're taking L. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. The content really do be put next out there for you guys. But let me take you guys through memory lane one more time with discovery versus disclosure, because I really want to hammer this home, guys. So another girl, like, and this chick was kind of like a pseudo feminist, you know what I'm saying? And we're supposed to go on a date. And I made a comment like, yo, I don't follow what women say on a date. Like I'm the leader, you know what I'm saying? And that obviously caught like some kind of like, she felt some type of way about that. And she like tried to get in an argument. And I was like, oh man, here we go. I just saw the car slowly getting ready to, you know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing. If I had just shut up and went on a date with her and she saw that I don't follow her lead, I lead her to every location. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like taking the initiative on a date, you know, whatever. I'm being the leader that she could defer to. If I had just shown it, she would have been way more accepting of it. But like the fact that I said it, I vocalized it, that was the problem. You know, shout out to Rollo Tomasi. He always says, demonstrate, don't explicate. It's very true, man, because if you explicate things, right? Like I'll give you guys an example. This is why you can't listen to female dating coaches, because if you explicate to women the things that they actually find attractive, it's unflattering. So their natural instinct is to rebel against it. I'll give you guys an example. If I tell a chick, yo, I don't follow women, you know what I'm saying? Men lead, women follow. We all know that here, that's the truth. Like women don't like to follow a dude. Women don't like to lead a dude. They always want to be able to defer to your authority and follow you. Facts. But if you vocalize that, right, what are you basically saying? You're insinuating women can't, like, you know, when girls hear that, they'll immediately, you You know, especially if she's like a masculine chick or whatever, she's going to look at that and kind of try to fight back, even though it's what she's hardwired to follow.
Yep.
She's going to want to follow a strong guy. But when you vocalize it and say, yo, you got to follow me, I'm the leader, whatever, you're exposing an unflattering reality about female nature. And her instinct is to fight you on that.
So sometimes, guys, it's better to just show action rather than words. And I find the best, and just to pick it back on this, I find the best approach is to just have a good red pill action, and you're gonna get a good result from her just because she's hardwired to react a certain way to you, and just having like the good actions, you know what, leading the situation. Oh, you're at a restaurant, you know what she wants on the menu. Hey, she's gonna have the lobster and rice, or lobster and shrimp, whatever, right? You're the one that's gonna dictate and give the order because you're the one in charge. So stuff like that, just have that down pat. You don't need to tell her that stuff. Just do it, instinctively, and you're gonna see the results over time.
All right, so we got some callers on the line. I'm gonna get to you right now. Let's take the callers. We got 604 on the line. 604, you're on live on the Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron and Fresh Prince, bro. Where are you from, and what's your name?
What's up, brother?
You guys are fire and ice. That's all I gotta say, man.
Love, man, love.
Go ahead. What's your name, bro?
Yeah, my name's Kelvin.
Mhm.
Kelvin from Vancouver, Canada.
Okay.
And you guys brought up something really interesting. That app, right? Facebook dating.
Mm-hmm.
I started using it last night, and man, I freaking love it. First and foremost, don't have to deal with it. And in fact, I matched with a girl last night. I started talking to her. Turns out she was a dom.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if you know what that means.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
I was playing it cool and all that, like, because I was teasing her. Without going into too much details, we're kind of like just bantering back and forth and talking about butt, and I was just making fun of her and saying, yeah, I bet you have a pancake butt, unless you prove me otherwise. And then she said, well, how about you add me on Snap? And I was like, man, I don't Snapchat. That's for 18 years old.
Yeah.
So I legit told her, yeah, what do you think? I'm 16? Like, I don't have Snap. You want to follow me? Add me on Instagram. She was like, oh, well, that's too bad. You got to add me on Snap or Fet Life or something. And I looked it up. Fet Life is a website for people with fetishes.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Anyway, already she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, bro.
She belongs to the streets.
That's a fact. She belongs to the streets, bro.
Hey, Kelvin.
Yeah, man.
Kelvin. I would keep Snapchat just for stuff like that, though. Just to have it as a handy tool, because some girls will only send you pictures on Snapchat because it goes away. So I would keep it just in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Snapchat, yeah. Like, here's the thing with Snapchat, bro. When a girl says Snap, basically, you're at a crossroads. She's either gonna be really into you, right? And she's like trying to send you nudes, or she's just trying to get free attention. So Snapchat is kind of like that fork in the road, where
Double-edged sword.
you know what I'm saying? It could work and it could also like mess you up. So yeah, bro. What's your question? Go ahead.
Right.
What's your question?
So yeah. I mean, I'm giving you some preface. I know you want to rush it up, but so anyway, finally got her. I was like, hey, look, just give me your number and all that. She didn't want to do it. And then she created a new IG account and she followed me. And then she sent me a picture of her booty.
Wow.
To the streets.
Like, do you like? Yeah. And I was already talking to her like how, okay, you're a dom, doesn't work for me. I don't sub, I would dom you, and I start telling her exactly what I'm gonna do, pull her hair, spank her, doing all that stuff. And she was like, oh yeah, like, so she sent me that pic. She asked me, do I like? I was like, well, that's nice, Chloe. I mean, it's nice, but like, where's your number? Like, I want to push things forward, just like you guys said, right?
Smooth.
And then she's like, why can't we have some fun here first? A number is a personal thing, And I talked about eating matcha ice cream, like a Japanese type of ice cream, off her ass. And I'm like, well, haha, so it's eating ice cream off your ass, girl. So and I'm like, shut up and give me your number, silly. Your secret is safe with me. And that's it. She just left me on scene, and that's it. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. I know she belongs to the streets.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, I want to challenge myself with this. Like, how would I re-engage? How would I move things forward? If you were in my position, what would you do?
Okay.
Go ahead, Prince. You cover it first, and I'll touch after it. And 978, we see you on the line. We'll get you in next, brother.
Yo, Calvin, my boy. You did pretty good, man. You handle yourself pretty well there.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, so how do you get back into the frame and get her to like give you her number? What I would do, bro, because she's already giving you like a tip that she wants to send you some dirty pictures, whatever, and she did it already on Instagram. I would just say, you know what? At this point, like, let's do an Instagram call, video call, right? Because one, she's on Instagram anyway, and two, you can see her in person. Because it's very important. Like, sometimes guys, you might find a situation where you're talking to a guy, not a girl, right? Or that girl is being pimped out by a guy. So you gotta be able to see that girl, talk to her, and show me your spot. Because you gotta be very, very careful. You never know who you're talking to. So I would do the video time on Instagram and then go from there for get that going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, for my opinion, man, honestly, I think you should have charged her sooner. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as a girl's like not complying, you know what I'm saying? You tell her,
Get over here!
and she doesn't come, like she doesn't do what you say, like you just need to kick her to the curb right away, bro. Because like when she's not complying, it's basically her like not deferring to your authority, which means she doesn't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl that like is submissive, basically that's another way for her to convey that she's attracted to you. And here's the other thing too, bro. I did a show with my boy Cooper Sterling, who's a porn star, and we talked about this with dom chicks.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Dom chicks are frauds, man. They just say that and they think that you're
Stupid.
but nah, bro. We ain't.
Are you dumb? Stupid or dumb? Huh?
We ain't, bro. We ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like we know because like here's the thing. He's had sex with a lot of these girls, bro, and they still love being dominated. So they're frauds, bro. Like these chicks that I'm a dom. Like no. We're not dumb, bro. We know how you really get down. We know what is like viscerally women loves, like visceral attraction for women is like they need a guy that can dominate them. So the thing is that a girl like that, bro, she probably gets off a little bit. Like she gets enjoyment from like having guys like you jump through hoops. And the fact that you jump through the first hoop, you're done, bro. It's a dub. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should have cut your losses earlier, understood that this was a and move on to the next girl, bro, because girls like that get off on that. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could send you guys the screenshots, man. I wish I could send you the screenshot to take a look, do some deeper analysis. But yeah, I appreciate it.
No, it's all good, man. I mean,
bro.
I'll give that the shot.
Yeah, no, we all take L's, bro. Like there's nothing wrong. Thank you for calling in. You didn't simp out too hard, so it's all good, bro. I know we were just having a little bit of fun with you on the air, but bro, girls like that don't comply, immediately kick them to the curb, bro. So we're gonna move on to the next caller. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Man. Much appreciated, you guys. Take care.
Calvin. Later, brother.
978. We're getting him on the line.
Guys? It's Matt from Massachusetts.
Matt from Massachusetts. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, Matt?
Hey, I really appreciate what you guys are doing right now. You're really doing a service to the millennial generation. It's really awesome. Getting a younger perspective on this RP stuff. It's really good.
We're trying, bro. We're in the game taking L's.
We're in the game, brother. We're in the game right now.
We out here, bro. Like if you guys saw, like, man, oh man, a lot of crashes, a lot of W's, but L's too. So go ahead, brother. What's your question?
All right. So I was wondering what you guys think about profiles. So it's really important for the online dating community to have a solid profile, and really engage them and make them interested before they even swipe. I know a lot of it's visual, so it's pictures and whatnot. That's great. But sometimes you get the girl to actually read something. So what do you guys think about that? Okay, before we answer that, let me just shout out a super chat real quick. Chief Lifestyle Miner and Prince dropping truth bombs. Thank you, brother, for the 20 euro super chat.
Yo, real quick.
Greatly. Go ahead.
That is
that's one of your guys, right?
One of my students. And guys, literally here from like 240 followers on Instagram to over 1,000 followers. And he's doing what I told him. And guys, check out his Instagram. It's Chief Lifestyle, I believe. He's blowing up on Instagram and he's getting a lot of engagement. So guys, if you want to learn how to go to Instagram and get girls to hit you up, hit me up for sure. But yeah, definitely he's a cool dude. Shout him out. He's in Portugal right now.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Charles.
you for that. Okay, so Matt, your question. Sorry, bro. So basically you're asking like, how do you set up your pictures to be most attractive?
Well, not pictures, but really the verbiage. Like what
the bio?
Writing to make people, the bio.
Prince, you want to handle that first and I can go after?
Sure. So with bio, actually, I tested this out as well on my Tinder. I have over like 700 matches now. And it's funny because I got a big surge of matches when I updated my bio to something very funny and very like relatable. So basically, it was during quarantine. I was like, hey, I'm looking for a quarantine bae. Make sure she's symptom free. She has her stuff together, and she's willing to clean and cook. Just something funny, and I put like a smiley face, right? So it was funny, it was engaging, and I got a lot more matches doing that with the added pictures as well. So I find the bio does help to an extent. I wouldn't say go too far with it, but make it funny, light, and engaging. That way she can be like, oh, you want a quarantine bae, huh? Well, I don't cook. But, it's just something like that they can respond to. So make it funny, flirty, and also like at the same time very concise and short.
Yeah, like basically you guys got to understand that girls have like very little game. You know what I'm saying? Like if a girl has to open you, she's always gonna like, wait, what? I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of girls, it's like kind of difficult for them. So what you got to do is you got to kind of throw them a bone. So if you make your bio needs to be like engaging, funny, and like socially calibrated, but you also need to disqualify her. So and what I mean by that, you could do something simple like, yo, if your hobby is shopping at the store, cool. I'm sure there's a bunch of other dorks on here that take mirror selfies. You know what I'm saying? That would be perfect for you. And that's like basically something where you're like also showing that like you have standards and you're disqualifying her. But like with the bio, bro, like I wouldn't put too much effort into it because your pictures do most of the talking. I'm gonna say this. She's only gonna read your bio, right? She's only gonna read your bio if she finds you attractive in the first place, bro. I'm gonna say that again. Because a lot of guys put too much stake.
Yes.
A lot of guys put too much stake on the bio. The picture needs to be, if your pictures aren't good, she ain't even going to read your bio. She ain't even going to read your bio unless she intends to go out on a date with you. So a bio is afterthought, but as long as you put some stuff in there, like just like Prince was saying, that's funny, you know what I'm saying? And it like is engaging and it more importantly creates the ability for her to strike up conversation with you because let's keep it real. Women have zero game because they never have to talk to dudes and initiate conversations. So you got to almost spoon feed them leads so that they can like, you know what I'm saying, initiate and talk with you. So if you can do that, it's a successful bio, bro.
And I call them triggers, just things that make people react to you. So set up a trigger in your bio, but make sure the biggest trigger is your pictures. So
facts. So does that answer your question, brother?
It's awesome. Thanks. It's gold.
No
Appreciate
problem, man. No problem.
Love, bro.
We're going to move on to 905. Thank you for calling in, Matt.
Thanks, bro.
We got 905 on the line. What's your name, caller? Where are you from?
Hey, hello.
What's up, brother?
Hey, my name is Adrian. I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
What's up, Adrian?
Yeah, so I wanted to know, Prince, where can I get in touch with you? Because I want to grow my Instagram, man. That shit's trash, bro. Oh.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at Fresh Prince CEO, and then in my bio I have a link that goes to my consults and also my courses and stuff like that. So just follow me at Fresh Prince CEO on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat. But pretty much like also Myron as well has also a lot of good tips as well from his dating course. So check it out as well. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, bro.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
No questions?
So,
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I guess since I got you on the phone,
Might as well.
Go ahead, bro. This is me for free, bro.
We're here. Yeah, like go ahead and ask the question.
So yeah, Tinder, like shit. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I have trouble getting like matches. Would you say it's worth like paying for Tinder Gold?
Okay.
You want to? Okay. No, you go first. You go first, Prince.
That's a very good question, brother. And you know what's funny? Like, I was always opposed to paying because I'm like, what do I have to pay for a dating app? Like, I think that's retarded. But come to know, like, quarantine time especially, I was like, you know what? Let me just see how it works. And Tinder Gold is okay, but I find that like the likes you get are very like not what you even want anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna explain that. I know why. Go ahead. Tell them your opinion, then I'm gonna fill it in with the facts.
And when you pay for Tinder Gold, yeah, exactly. Those girls are not hot at all, bro. I wouldn't even bother about that. So if you're gonna pay, bro, like
I paid for it. I paid for it to cut you off, but I paid for it. And they're not. They're trash. They're right.
Exactly. Now, what I would focus on, bro, like I said, is good quality pictures. Find out how you can get that with an iPhone, photographer, whatever, and then a funny light bio. I can even give you like a script, whatever. At that point, That's gonna be your main goal. And then I'm sure Myron has like a hack here for Tinder. He did a more extensive experiment with Tinder. So go
Yeah,
ahead, Myron.
so, I'll touch on this real quick. I put out a course called Pandemic Pickup with my man John from Modern Life Dating. Shout out to him. Which, by the way, get a SALT course, guys. It comes out this Monday.
Yes.
It's going to be a really good online dating course. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, when me and John were working on Pandemic Pickup, we did a lot of tests. Okay, and without disclosing too much information, but since you guys are watching this thing live, I'm going to give you a nice little like tidbit right now, man. So I hope you guys are ready because I'm about to drop.
Taking notes.
Just get your pen and papers out because I'm about to expose right now. Okay, guys. So the reality is this: the dating apps are 100% designed to fleece you financially. Okay, these losers at Tinder, Bumble, etc. They know for a fact that most of the users are men, and they know that the guys are trying to get women. So what they'll do is when you make a brand new profile, you're going to get pushed to the top of the algorithm, and you're going to get a crazy push. Basically, any chick that logs on is going to see your profile first if you make a brand new profile. Here's where things change, though. Once you have the profile for a bit, they show your profile to everybody, and then they slowly start to decrease your ELO score and put you to the back of the line so other new signups can be seen to the women. Now, here's the thing. They show your pictures to all the chicks that are more likely to swipe right. And guess what? Which chicks are the ones to swipe right mostly? The big ones that you don't want to deal with.
Hell no, bro.
So the girls that you typically don't want to match with are the ones that are going to see your profile. They're going to swipe right on you. This is where they get you. When they see that all these girls are swiping right on you, what does Tinder do? Hey, upgrade to gold. You got 90 matches. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't tell you is that they're a bunch of beluga whales.
Beluga wolves.
Gonna be, bro. You're gonna be disgusted when you see the pictures. So Tinder is banking on the fact that you're gonna be
Stupid.
and upgrade to gold. You understand? So the reality is you don't upgrade to gold. The nice tier that you upgrade to is plus if you're going to buy it, because plus puts you in the middle. So they're still incentivized to show it, to keep your profile at a decent ELO score. Again, no one knows the Tinder algorithm, but from the test that we've done, it kind of seems like this is how it is. And then what plus you're able to swipe on more chicks. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to like basically be unlimited. But in general, do not get Tinder Gold. It's designed to fleece you, and understand that the apps are designed 100% to extract money from men, because they know that the sexual marketplace is skewed in the female's favor. So they're going to monetize that right away. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little trick right there. I hope you guys wrote that one down, because we just dropped some heavy game that we typically put behind a paywall. But that's just a little bit of like the type of stuff that me and Prince are going to be giving you guys.
And I would show you guys my Instagram. I'm sorry, my Tinder, but for some reason I can't focus on my camera. But I have like, bro, it's you can't see it right now, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So we got receipts. But bro, does that answer your question, Adrian?
Yeah, gold. I was tripping. I'm like, you're right. I'm looking at these girls. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, they were terrible, right?
They're just constantly.
Yeah, you just like looking. It's just like, terrible looking chicks, probably, right?
I got one more question. Quick.
All right, go ahead.
Quick.
I know you were advising on like getting multiple phones. I know you touched on that before, like multiple accounts and stuff like that. Like, what's your take on that?
It helps you, man. It helps you basically corner the market. You know what I'm saying? Like you just get more chances. It's like being at multiple nightclubs at once.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.
No worries,
bro.
All right. We got
thanks.
636 on the line. 636. What's your name and where are you calling from, bro? You're on with Myron and Fresh Prince.
Hi, what's up, you guys? My name's Santi. I'm from Puerto Rico right now.
What's your name?
Danzy?
Santi. S-A-N-T-I.
Chancy?
Okay. No, like Santi, like
Oh, Santi.
Okay, and you're calling from PR?
Capital.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Okay, bro.
Get okay. I don't know if that's Dominican, bro.
That is Dominican, but you know. Get okay, Bobby. Go ahead.
Don't. All right. But actually, the last caller had some pretty good stuff about Tinder, so he kind of took my questions. But I'll follow up with a question about new accounts. When is an appropriate time to make a new account?
I would say pretty much once you notice that like matches start to drop off, you know, it depends because like every city is different. Wherever like you guys got on, this is why you got to be on different dating apps because like some like I know for example like Hinge, I know in San Diego is fire. You know what I'm saying? But like here in Miami, it's not that. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like you'll get when you first make the app, they're gonna show you all the hot girls, but after it starts to get terrible, you start to deal with like a bunch of. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, no thanks. So so it depends on where you're at, but like typically it's like somewhere between 1 to 3 months that you're gonna probably more than likely have to do a reset.
And real quick, guys, I don't know if you heard my last podcast with Myron, but the biggest dating app is Instagram. And once you make one, you don't have to make a new one. That's it. That's your foundation. That's your platform. And you, like I said, you showcase your lifestyle. You showcase whatever you're doing. You can get multiple DMs and hits a day. Myron see my Instagram. He's seen my dates. I got like three dates almost like a day, like just from my Instagram. So guys, I would say as well, use Instagram as well once you get it worked up and use it to your advantage too.
Yeah, girls value Instagram a lot, bro. Like we know chicks that like they'll take a picture down if they don't get 100 likes. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like girls value it a lot. So and a lot of girls like they value their social media in general. So that's really what it is. So like if you're able to be attractive on one of the top platforms, you know what I'm saying? It speaks a lot to you and it gives you some more clout. Do you have anything else, bro? Santi?
No, that's it. Thanks for putting out the fire content.
All right, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. We're going to go on to 302. 302, you're on the call.
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, bro. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Yes, sir.
It's Professor Rich. It's Professor Rich, man. I'm just calling in.
Hey, okay.
Yo, what up, Professor Rich, man? Shout out to
bro.
Bro, go subscribe to his YouTube channel, man. Puts out fire content. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? How are you, man?
Ain't nothing, bro. I just got back from the gym. I saw you guys were on live, so I always like to show in. I mean, we're all content creators, so we all gotta support each other, man. So I was just calling for some love, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yo,
proud
dude.
of you, dog.
Thank you, bro.
Friend.
Yeah, man. We'll have you on the show, bro. We got to bring you on because
we have to.
We got to talk about Delaware, how to run game in Delaware. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Yo, and you know what's funny, dude? Rich is a real good example of how you should run your YouTube because he's consistent. He doesn't just post videos every now and then. He posts videos almost every single day, and it's good quality content. So shout out to Rich. Go follow him on YouTube and also on Instagram. Really cool dude. Friend of mine.
Rich, plug your stuff real quick, bro. Please. Yeah. Where can they find you?
Mm-hmm.
I got typed in the chat, bro. I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Type it in the phone. I was gonna say if you could just tell them like what your Instagram and your YouTube channel is.
Yeah, bro.
All right, yeah. Just follow me on Instagram at The Real Professor Rich, and you can just search up the club channel on YouTube and it should come up.
Okay.
Dope, bro.
The Real Professor Rich, guys. Go give him a follow, man. Good content creator, bro. Thank you for calling in and showing love, man.
Anytime, bro. Yeah, you guys are welcome on the show whenever too, bro. So
yeah, absolutely.
Keep on doing what you're doing. Stay blessed up, bro.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, man. You take it easy.
Later, man.
So okay. We had another question in Super Chat, which I had to go back on my phone and look at it.
Robert had a question too.
Yeah, Robert Sanamis asked earlier, Myron, what's your go-to script on Tinder? You say, hey, she replies, hey, where do you go from there personally? So this is how I do it, man. And we're gonna stay on for like another 5 minutes, guys, and we'll cut the broadcast. But basically, I'll like say my opener, you guys can steal it, is what's up, trouble, and then I'll use like a GIF or something like that, right? Simple. Or I'll say like you look like trouble, or I'll say you're almost as cute as me, like my in-person opener, right? And then I'll use like some kind of funny GIF. And the studies show that a woman is, shout out to John from Modern Life Dating, he found this out, that girls are like 30% more inclined to respond to you if you use a GIF. And then from there,
facts,
trying to number close immediately, guys. Like you're opening simply to like try to get a number close and get her off the app immediately. Or you could do an Instagram. You move her over to your Instagram, which Prince was discussing earlier, how he basically, hey, are you on Instagram? And then boom, he just uses the IG funnel, because there's two funnels you can use. You can use a phone number one, or you can use the Instagram one. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you typically do it. But that's how I do it. Prince, you want to talk about how you do it?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit risque in terms of like, well, not really risque, but I'm more like relaxed, because like for me, I have so much options that I just like, I'm over it, like trying to figure out like a technique, so to speak. So I'm just gonna say, hey, how are you? So, oh, I'm doing good. I'll be like, yo, like, what are you doing today? Blah blah blah. And I'll be like, yo, I'm hardly on here. Are you on Instagram?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Dude, once I get her Instagram, it's like, okay, I know for sure I'm probably gonna like get the rest of the way all the way because like I said, I have a pretty good Instagram setup. It's pretty good for DHV, just showing high value. And she's like, oh my god, who are you? I'm a YouTuber. I'm a cool guy. So, but yeah, overall, just I have like, hey, how are you? And that's pretty much it for me.
And then from there, it's just basically
Get over here!
So you know what I'm saying. You gotta reel them in, you know, because girls do the same thing, guys. They put up like these sexy pictures of themselves in bikinis and stuff, and they sit on the sink and all this other stuff trying to thirst trap you. So you got to thirst trap them back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fire with fire, baby.
Guys, I want you to imagine, right? A girl has options for like double booking or triple booking. So she'll make a date with you, but she might have 2 or 3 more options that same night. I do the same thing now. I double book or triple book dates. So if I choose the best one that I want to go on. So you do the same thing, bro. You set it up so you can have multiple dates if you get it done correctly, and then you choose the one you want to go on and then go from there.
Yeah, man. The reality, guys, you got to understand is that these chicks have way more options than we do, and they're always talking to a bunch of dudes. If some girl tells you some BS, you're the only one I'm talking to. Like, I swear I don't mess with these other guys, blah, blah, blah. Like,
why the fuck you lying?
Nah, bro. Like, remember, guys, you guys got to understand this. Like, once you understand like the male dating strategy and the female dating strategy, it becomes very clear. You know, shout out to Rolo Tomasi. He talks about this. Like, women want to basically consolidate on the highest value male that they can and seek and be able to be with that guy, right? So women fundamentally understand, right, that in order for them to secure a high value guy, they got to sell purity. And what I mean by that is that they can't be around, like, show that they're super promiscuous and they're not like, you know, and they're not a good girl or whatever, because no guy's going to want to commit to that. So she has to sell you that pipe dream to be able to like get some kind of commitment from you. But if she told you the realities, you know what I'm saying, like how she gets down when she goes to Cancun or she comes down to Miami and meets Prince at a boat, like, oh, I'd hook up with him.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, you got to go in with like, you know, with your eyes wide open and understand that they're going to try to sell you that purity. So knowing that, you just basically go under the premise of this.
She belongs to the streets.
Unless she proves you otherwise, man. And that's how you guys are going to keep yourselves from getting your heart broken, from investing too much in a girl that isn't worth it, from like, you know, simping, all this stuff is understanding these fundamental truths and let the girl prove to you she's worthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's really it. We got a couple super chats here.
Yeah. Robert had another question.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask the question.
No, I think he put it in the chat. He said, he just said, Myron, do you talk on the phone to every girl you match with before date?
Okay, I don't. But here's the thing, though.
I
like,
do.
I don't. But like, I for me, it's like I have a lot of leads, so like I can't sit there and talk to every single chick. But I highly suggest, like, for the guys that are like newer to this, just do that. Just do it, because that's gonna help you a lot, especially like with guys that aren't as familiar with dealing with chicks. You need to do it. You know what I mean? Because let's keep it real. A lot of guys like a little more. They're a little more shy. They're a little bit more quiet. So you guys got to, you know, I would say for like the guys that aren't as advanced, you definitely want to get out there and talk to the girls on the phone, and it's going to help you with your flake rates a lot. You know?
And it's better than a cold approach because you're not in front of the girl, so it's way easier in that sense.
Yeah, and what I'll do is, instead of here's another tip, we didn't touch on it too much, but like I'll send like voice notes.
Yeah, very good.
That makes it more interactive. So like, you know what I mean? But like, I'm a little bit more advanced, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't suggest that for guys that are like trying to get into it. Like, you want to definitely do the phone call route, and you know, that way it's gonna, number one, let you be more comfortable talking to her, because I know a lot of guys have approach anxiety or just like talking in person. So talking to her on the phone is going to alleviate a lot of that stress for you. So that, because when you meet her in the date, it's not going to be as anxious. Because here's the thing, guys, you got to understand, there's 3 points in a date where a woman has her anxiety super high. Okay. One of them is when she first meets you. So if you're able to like kind of deal with that objection beforehand by talking to her on the phone, it's going to be like two friends are meeting up. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to make things more natural, especially if you're a guy that's like an introvert, you're shy. It's going to help you more, because here's the thing you guys got to understand. The date is made or broken by you. You know what I'm saying? You say that
100%. 100%.
If you make or break the date, because if let's say she sucks and she's not fun, she's still going to blame you for not having a good time on the date, because you're the leader. So you need to put yourself in a position where you can win. So if that means a phone call to not make you feel nervous when you talk to her, do it. You know what I'm saying? Prince, you want to add to that?
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, bro, like if I'm gonna meet a girl, like if I get to that point, I'm gonna call her on the phone. But for me, it's mainly FaceTime just because like I want to see the girl. But I don't call every girl. I just call the girls I'm gonna go on a date with. So if it's serious and we get to that point, then I'll call her. But I don't call every single girl like, hey, you know, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Only the ones that I want to see.
Yeah, don't call every girl, man. Only call ones that are like legit leads that you want to see. Josh Timsy asked a pretty good question here. How long do you wait for a girl to reply to your message before you cut her off?
You go ahead, bro. 'Cause this is your domain. I don't cut off really.
Yeah. So for me, bro, I have a different approach than Prince, which is why it's good that like, you know, you got two different guys on here giving you different perspectives.
Yep.
With me, like if she's not texting back or whatever, I'll dead it, man. Like the most I'll do is I'll like let's say you text her and like, so let's say you texted her first, right? And then she started like, she's like responding to you in a timely fashion. Then cool. You can like, if she doesn't respond, then you can send like a question mark. And a lot of the times that'll fix it. She'll say, oh, I'm so sorry, whatever. And she'll respond. But if she leaves you on scene again, or she doesn't respond, this is what I'll say. I'll say something like, I didn't take you to, you know, I didn't take you to be this kind of girl, whatever. You basically like kind of shame her a bit. And then that's going to make or break it. Either she's going to respond and say, I'm sorry, or she's just not going to respond. You just like dead it. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to text messages, like, no, I don't do it. I know Prince has another strategy. You can talk about it a little bit, Prince, if you want to.
Sure. So I'm opposite of Myron. I'm a little bit more PC, more peaceful, humble, so to speak.
Yeah, he's
Myron
nice.
has his firm stance, which I appreciate. I just find a different way to do it. So for me, and this is coming from an abundance mindset, I also don't really take things personal. So by that I mean, let's say I talk to a girl, right? Let's say Instagram, and I send her like a text, and she's put on a scene and didn't respond to me, right? I would even add anything to that. I would just be like, you know what, cool, whatever, dope. Or let's say it goes like, oh, I'll let you know if I want to go on a date or not. I say, okay, cool. But guess what? In the meantime, I'm still gonna go on a different date, regardless if she says yes or no. So because I want to have fun. So if she said no, okay, cool. Someone else is gonna say yes, and at that point, I posted up my story. I post like high engagement, stories, whatever. Over time, she's gonna be like, you know what, this guy seems pretty cool. Let me set up a date with him. So, for example, I keep them in like a chamber. I don't ever like kill it because I'm like, you know what, that's a lead that might come back later on, sales funnel. So I keep it very open and I just keep it very kosher. So I just say, okay, cool. Or I'm gonna respond, but I don't ever like kill it. I kind of keep it like still in the ear, so to speak.
Yeah, and you know that's basically keeping the leads in the thing. Like I just did it because I'm like whatever, but like you know there's two different ways to skin the cat. You know what I'm saying? And like if you have a good Instagram, it helps too because like they'll see your stories and it'll make it come around. We talked about this last week. How like I had a date with it. Like me and Prince were literally talking to the same girl at the same time, right? And long story short, she ended up trying to reschedule me to meet with Prince. But what the thing is that she had flaked on him twice before, but she saw his Instagram and like he had been on the boat the day prior. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna meet up with this guy. So she went with him, you know what I'm saying? And put me on the back burner. So that's how like a lead can come back around and, you know, kind of come to Jesus and realize, you know what I mean, that she made a mistake.
Perfect.
So yeah, bro, but we're going to close it there, guys. Prince, where can these guys find you and all that other stuff, bro?
All right, guys, once again, it's your boy Fresh Prince CEO. That is at Instagram, at Fresh Prince CEO. Also, my YouTube for pranks is at Fresh Prince CEO. But I'm going to be doing like high value advice for dating, money, and lifestyle at CEO Lifestyle. So check it out and stay tuned.
Yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. As you guys know, Myron Gaines, this is my YouTube channel. We're going to be doing this podcast every single
Thursday
at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you guys can see, we're up in the production quality. We're really trying to get you guys good content. We got like a bunch of live viewers today, which is awesome. You know what I mean? And every time you guys come in, you're going to notice like we're just going to keep upping the quality, making the show good, giving you guys answering questions, helping you guys out because we're in the game, man. So it helps, you know. And then with that said, guys, get my free ebook, Unplugging from the Matrix of Fitness and Game. The link is down in the description. Then you can also text 305, I think 000, to get on the wait list, to get text message updates on like when we put out content. And yeah, man, every Thursday, 6 p.m., guys.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Also, I saw some questions in the chat that we didn't get to answer. If you guys want a one-on-one consult with me or Myron, hit us up on Instagram and we'll get that done for you as well, guys. So
yeah, hit us up on IG or emails. We got our contact info below. You guys, I put both mine and Prince's contact info below. yeah, guys. So like, as you know, with the more viewers and stuff, we got to prioritize the super chats and the phone calls.
Right.
So, so you know what I mean. But like, just hit us up on the side, guys, and we'd be happy to talk to you and help you guys out. And yeah, bro, we're gonna sign off, and we will catch you guys right here next week. Okay.
Later.
And 6 p.m. every single time. Peace out, guys.